A new report shows the number of children diagnosed with ADHD has increased 22% just over the past 4 years. That is nearly 1 out of every 10 school-age kids now. The biggest jump is in older children, which saw a 42% increase, but it is not limited to that age group.
It affects people in all factors, whether you're rich or whether you're poor. It has no real care if what your race, creed, or color is.
The report found that the ADHD diagnosis among Hispanic children has more than doubled. That's up 53% from 2003. So joining us now to talk about the why behind this huge rise is Leslie Breedlove from the Brain Balance Center in Overland Park. Thank you for coming in.
You bet, Carolyn.
What do you think of these new numbers? Surprised by them?
You know, we're really not surprised by them. We see so many children who are coming in with the conditions and symptoms that are attributed to ADHD that it's not a surprise, because these kids definitely have imbalances in their brain.
How do these numbers compare, though, to us locally, Missouri, Kansas?
Locally, it's really scary, actually. Kansas, the numbers are up about 20%, and actually in Missouri, they're closer to 40% in terms of an increase of ADHD diagnosis.
In the last couple years?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So what is going on?
Well, you know, we believe at Brain Balance, there's a lot of theories that are out there, but we believe strongly that there's a huge difference in terms of how children's brains are developing, and a lot of that is attributed to their lack of their motor exercising. More kids are obviously busy with being in screen time, watching TV, being on their Nintendos, you know, watching TV so many hours a day, that it definitely can dramatically increase how their brains function. In fact, those types of behaviors or activities actually increase the left hemisphere of the brain in terms of strengthening, and it decreases the right hemisphere. So that leads to showing more signs and symptoms of ADHD.
Well, interesting. And as kids get older, they tend to spend more screen time.
Absolutely.
In their off hours. So I wonder if that correlates to this rise in the teen years.
I definitely think that has something to do with it. And in fact, at Brain Balance, one of the things that we do is we look at over 1,000 different functions of the brain to try to actually determine what areas might be underdeveloped, what might be creating that asymmetry or that imbalance in the brain that causes those ADHD-like symptoms. And so we encourage people to really try to get their children to come in and have a look at them to see maybe what areas of the brain are underdeveloped. And then what we work to do is try to massively stimulate that.
And you have a free clinic coming up that can help people who maybe are wondering, is this really going on with my child?
We've got actually an open house next week celebrating our 1-year anniversary, which is on Tuesday, November 16th from 4 to 7.
Okay.
And then also we have a free information meeting that's going to be at the Tomahawk Ridge Community Center in Overland Park on Thursday, November 18th at 7 o'clock. And we'll be actually talking about one of the studies that we had come out this summer that was published in the Adolescent Journal for Medicine and Health, or excuse me, the International Journal for Adolescent Medicine and Health, where we actually looked at 122 students who are diagnosed with ADHD, and at the end of 12 weeks using the Brain Balance multimodal approach, over 80% of them no longer showed signs of ADHD after 12 weeks.
These are kids who possibly were on medications for it beforehand, struggled in school beforehand.
Absolutely.
Boy, what a gift.
Yes. And
yeah, these numbers are staggering. Something has to be done,
absolutely.
for sure.
We totally agree. Thank you
Leslie,
so much.
Thank you. You're doing good work, clearly making a difference.